Hello, hi. You might heard of financial independence, and some of you might also know about what financial independence means. So, I will not bore you with all the details because there are a lot of information available on. I mean, uh, there is a lot of talk going around financial independence, and a lot of people are talking about it. For those who don't have any idea about it, I'll just sum it up in one sentence that financial independence is nothing but accumulating a wealth where you do not have to work actively to take care of your basic expenses. Yeah, that is what financial independence basically is, and I just want to talk about two factors here. One is how I look at financial independence, and second is how you can go about it. So the first part, I would say I strongly believe that financial independence, everybody should learn about what is financial independence is, and what you can how you can use it in your life. Having said that, I see money as a fuel in the sense it defines or derives a path for me to know how much runway left for me without being able to work or without trying to make money to earn a living. To explain it in a way that let's say my monthly expense is 25,000 and I have saved up 5 lakhs over the years that I have worked. So if I calculate 25 into 12, it comes around 3 lakhs, and I have 5 lakhs. So roughly I would say I have a corpus to run or to take care of my expenses for around 20 months, or you can say roughly say 2 years of your expenses. So this is how I look at it, and if I have some amount of money saved or invested, I look at it as I have a runway for this many month or this many years. So it feels and it gives me a sense of confidence and uh, sense of security that even if something happens or I have to take some kind of decision, there is still some amount of runway is there, so I don't have to worry about basic expenses for myself or my family or my dependent. So this is what basically gives me a sense of security where when I think about financial independence. And a lot of people go through different phases. Some people might not happy with their job, some people might loving their job, some people want to pursue something that they have in their mind for long time, but they fear because they think that if I quit my job or if I stop working, I will suddenly get bankrupt, or I have to take loan to take care of my basic expenses, or I could not survive if I lose a job. So in this kind of situation, when you have some kind of corpus saved and you are working towards your financial independence, you know that you have this kind of runway where you can take some kind of risk. Let's say I am working in a particular field which I hate. I don't like to work in this field, and I am thinking that I must try something different some different field or some different career path, and I have a thought in my mind, but I am hesitant to go about it, just because I think if I quit my job, I will get on the road, I will not have any money. So let's say I have 2 years of savings saved up in my investments or in my savings. I can think about a plan where I will try something for, let's say, 1 year, uh, whether I will gain the skills, acquire the skills which needs to get a job in this particular field for, let's say, 6 months. Then I look for a job. If I get a job, I will try for 6 months. In 6 months roughly, I will get to know whether it is a good field for me or not. And even after 1 and 1.5 year, I got to know that this is not working out for me, and I have to go back to the same career where I was working. You can try, you still have left 6 months to try, applying for a job or getting a job, or you can try at some very different places. So this kind of situation gives you a good hold over your career or your decisions, whatever you want to make. Let's say you don't want to do anything, you just want to do or acquire some skills, you want to work on some kind of passion you wanted to pursue for, and just to check if you can make that passion your career. Let's say you love singing and you want to pursue singing. You take, again, you can take 1 year of break from your career. You can try that. If you feel confident, you can go about it, or if you don't, you can always come back to doing a job. So these kind of things you can do to or you are struggling with your health, you are, work life balance is not well. You think that instead of waiting for another job, getting another job and then I will quit my job, instead of doing that, you can quit your current job, and fully focus on getting a new job. So these kind of things you can do if you have a certain amount of runway in your financial corpus. So this kind of things are possible, and it is always good to have, whether you like your job or not, don't like your job, it is always better to have this security, to have this freedom where you can choose things over instead of working at a job which gives you there is no work life balance, or there is no things like enjoyment or fulfillment. So this is how I look at financial freedom. Second part would be how you should go about it. I am not an expert to talk about this, but simple things that I have done in my life about to know about financial independence, and how I look forward to it, or I try to implement in my life, is that first thing I have done is budgeting my finances. So you should know how much expenses incurred in your monthly or yearly basis. So what are your monthly expenses as an individual, as well as what are the monthly expenses for your family or any other dependent if you have. What are the, and I'm talking about the basic expenses, I'm not talking about luxury things. And secondly, you can check what are the bills, utility things that you want to pay every month. What are the things, the basic necessity thing like clothes and rent and everything. What does it cost, how much does it cost. Then there are some kind of emergency things, you can consider some amount for that as well. Adding all this amount for a year and dividing it by 12, then you get a number where you know that this much monthly expenses, basic amount you need to cover your expenses. Now multiplies this number by 25 or 30, whatever or however you going to look at it, and you will get a certain number. Now that is the basic number you can go about for your financial independence, and I am talking this about for long term, where you don't have to do any active job or think about anything related to your basic expenses. This is how you can work things out on a beginner level, and this is how you can start thinking about or actively working on financial independence. Later on, there are a lot of advanced things that you can do. You can go very deep into this and define rules for yourself to know how you can go about it. So this is what I wanted to talk about. This is how I think about it. It's nothing but a fuel for your financial expenses, and you should look at it as like that. Another tip I want to mention, it's not a tip but how I look at it as is, if I'm let's say if I'm saving 10,000 this month, and my expenses, let's say my food expenses is 5,000 a month. Whenever I save that 10,000, I look at it as I have saved or I have invested my 2 months of food expenses. So whenever I save something, I look at it as this kind, like this, where I always see it as some kind of expense, future expense that I am saving for, and that way it helps me motivated, keeps me motivated to focus on my savings. So yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about, and I hope you have got some kind of value out of it. If it has helped you in any way, do tell me in the comments, and do share your feedbacks, and if you want me to improve on anything, please let me know as well. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.